Hey there, Heather. Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to the final divisional preview before we get our Legends League 2024 season up and underway. And we have three teams, three Legend teams, and three seasonal teams in the NL South. Now, I know you'll be questioning yourself about a couple of these six teams, but I'll explain myself. Anyway, first off, it's the Marlins. The Miami Marlins from the AL East will move to the South. Well, come on, Miami, Florida. Florida is in the South. So the Marlins move here. They have Hanley Ramirez at short, Gary Sheffield at designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera at third base, although he should be with the Tigers. I mean, after all, he played a lot of his career with the Tigers. Giancarlo Stanton in right field, power hitter. Moises Alou in left field. I wish he was with the Expos organization. Mark Kotze in center field. Could have been Juan Pierre, but Dirk Lee at first. Omar Infante will start at second base, and Charlie Johnson will catch. For the Legends, Josh Beckett, Josh Johnson, Kevin Brown, AJ Burnett, and Dontrell Willis are your starting quintet. In the rotation, AJ Burnett threw a no hitter. I think Kevin Brown threw a no hitter. Josh Johnson, I feel like threw a no hitter somehow. And Dontrell Willis, well, I think he threw a no hitter, but anyway, he's lefty. Brian Harvey, the first ever closer in Marlins history, is your closer for this one. Rob Nen, the setup guy. Anibal Sanchez in the bullpen. Levan Hernandez, middle relief. He was good. Starter Guillermo Mota, Juan Carlos Oviedo, and Ricky Nolasco. So let's look at the ballpark. They are at Marlins Ballpark, the new Marlins Ballpark in Florida, in Miami. So that's where the Marlins Legends will play. Great scoreboard and all that. Kind of cool and everything. Pepsi Cola. Yeah, it's a good stadium. It's a retractable roof stadium. San Diego Legends. San Diego being in the South States, close to the Mexico border. So no wonder they get into the ANL South. Gary Templeton at short. Famous trade by the Cardinals to the Padres to get Ozzie Smith. It actually worked out for both sides. Tony Gwynn at right field. Come on, you really think Tony Gwynn wouldn't be on the Padres Legends? Phil Nevin at third. Crime Dog Fred McGriff at first base. Adrian Gonzalez at designated hitter. Dave Winfield center field. Great Padre, first ever Padre to be in the Hall of Fame, and also was so popular and so good, he was drafted by football and basketball in their drafts. Brian Giles at left, Randy Reddy at second, and Benito Santiago, your catcher. Rotation wise, Jake Peavy, Matt Latos, Andy Baines, Bruce Hurst, and Aaron D. Ashby. Although I do want to say that I think I'm going to switch Randy Jones with Latos. So Latos will be in long relief. I think Latos is much better suited for long relief, and also for the fact that, Randy Jones freaking won a Cy Young as a member of the Padres. So he should be in the starting rotation. Andy Benz. Bruce Hurst, better suited after leaving the Red Sox for the Padres, and Andy Ashby. But Bruce Hurst almost won the 1986 World Series MVP. If the Red Sox had won that series in Game 6 like they should have, Hurst definitely was the MVP. The bullpen, Trevor Hoffman, Hells Bells at closer. Like, who else would it be? Keith Bell, a good closer himself. Setup guy alongside Mark Davis, who was a Cy Young winner with the Padres. Or was it with the Royals? No, with the Padres, and then the Royals overpaid for him. Lou Gregerson and Scott Linebrink, your bullpen. Also in the bullpen, Matt Latos with Louis De Leon. Let's look at the ballpark. And Petco will be where the San Diego Padres Legends will play, with the Western Metal Supply building in left field, the home run deck and all that. But yeah, the Padres will play there. Cardinals, well, it was kind of, where are we going to put it? St. Louis, I know the gateway to the south, more for the west, but yeah, the Cardinals will be moved to the south because they needed to find somebody. And look at the north, you had the Cubs Legends, the Reds Legends, and the Pirates Legends in it. But who's more south? I would say St. Louis. Missouri's more south, so St. Louis got the boot to the south. Anyway, Ozzie Smith at shortstop. Hmm. I think there's a mistake. I do not think Earl Coombs was a member of the. How do we get a double of this guy? My apologies. Let's try again. Let's try again. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Okay, my fault. Okay, so Ozzie Smith, the leadoff batter at shortstop. You know, the Wizard of Oz. Chick Hafey in left field. Very good player. Roger Hornsby, the Raja at second. Johnny Mize DHing. Albert Pujols at first base, the power hitter. Stan the Man Musial in right field. Joe Torre catching. Willie McGee at center field. And Ken Boyer at third base. With the rotation, Bob Gibson, the scary Bob Gibson, before they actually lowered the pitching mound and all that. Dizzy Dean, great guy. Adam Wainwright, icon. John Tudor and Chris Carpenter will hit the back end of the rotation. Bruce Sutter, the closer, because he's good. Hal Hrabosky, the Matt Hungarian, with Jason Mott. Todd Worrell, closer in the late 80s for the Cardinals. Fernando Salas, Jason Isringhausen, and Ryan Franklin. Well, St. Louis actually has a duty to field because the Cardinals, if you remember, if you've been watching my Legends League the past few years, St. Louis is the defending National League champion. That's right. The Cardinals went to the World Series against the A's and lost in 7 games. Game 7 was a blowout. Boy. Let's look at the ballpark. They are playing at, my mistake, wrong thing. They are playing at Busch Stadium, the 1980s version with the grass turf and all that. I couldn't find a current Busch stadium thing, but yeah, anyway, it's nice with those left field balls and everything. And yeah, there's no Cardinal flapping in the wings with Aaron Rodgers or Bush, but that's where they'll play at Busch Stadium. Okay, so let's look at the last seasonal teams. The 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks put in the South because Arizona in the South. Steve Finley at center field. Danny Bautista will DH. Luis Gonzalez Lugo in left field. Reggie Sanders in right field. Mark Gracie LeSwan at first base. Surprised that, the Cubs would let him go to the Diamondbacks. Matt Williams at third. Craig Counsell at shortstop. Jay Bell, your second baseman, and Damian Miller, your catcher. The front five, that might change. Yeah, that's going to change. Reynoso. Yeah, Reynoso is coming in for Beerbort. I don't think Beerbot would be a good pitcher. So Miguel Batista will be in the starting rotation. You got the big 1-2 punch Arizona of Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling. Just punching him out. Randy Johnson coming over from Houston before the 99 season. Curt Schilling coming in a trade the previous year in 2000 from the Phillies. Armando Reynoso there, Batista, and Brian Anderson. Russ Springer, the closer. Byung Kim, your setup guy. Greg Swindell, Brad Prince, Mike Moeller, Eric Sable, and Nick Beerbort are your bullpen. And the ballpark is Bank One Ballpark. Now, of course, if you've been hanging on to division previews, you'll be like, hang on, isn't that the Arizona Legends Stadium from NL West? It is. But because the Diamondbacks have only played in one stadium lifetime, then the two Arizona squads have to share this ballpark. And of course, if they both end up at home for the schedule at home, then one will have to play games in the afternoon, one in the evening. All that to make it more fair. The 57 Milwaukee Braves couldn't find a place to put the Braves, so they'll come to the NL South. Bill Broden, your center fielder. Bob Hazel at DH. Hank Aaron in right field. Eddie Matthews at third. Joe Adcock at first. Wes Covington at left. Johnny Logan shortstop. Donald Crandall will catch, and Danny O'Connell will play second base. The big five. I kind of have a problem with that. Let's see. Trowbridge. Okay, Conley. Pissarro. Upwool. Ray Crone. So Pissarro will go for Spawn. I'm thinking Spawn for Pissarro. Well, Lou Burdett's also there too. Spawn for Pissarro. Yeah, I say Spawn for Pissarro. And Burdett for Babul. Babul's an 18 game winner. Sorry. Babul for and Crone. Yeah, Crone should be Crone will be middle relief and long relief for Pissarro. Yeah. Come on, you really think Spawn and Burdett shouldn't be in the starting rotation? So with Trowbridge, Conley, and Babul. Gene Conley was what, 6'9"? I think. Yeah, 6'8" for Trowbridge. Don McMahon is your closer. Red, Murph, Ray Crone, and Joey J are your middle relief. Juan Pissarro, Ernie Johnson, not the commentator, and Dave Jolie will be your bullpen. Let's look at the ballpark. Where are these guys playing? Well, they're playing at County Stadium in the 1950s style with the open center field and all that. It looks a whole lot different in the 50s and the 70s when the Brewers came to town because County Stadium was different, and then they decided to enclose the stadium kind of for the 70s when the Brewers came in. But yeah, County Stadium 1950s, that is where the Braves will play. That's where they played in real life. And the 98 San Diego Padres put in the South. You have Cuero Veras at second base, Wally Joyner at first, Greg Vaughn left field, Ken Caminiti at third base, RIP. Tony Gwynn in right field, RIP. Chris Gomez at short, Steve Finley center, Carlos Hernandez catcher, Mike Casella at DH. I think there should be a better DH than Mike Casella. Um, I think Ruben Rivera. I think it should be Ruben Rivera, Mike Casella. Um, yeah, Ruben Rivera will be the DH. Mike Casella does not make sense. Yeah, Ruben Rivera will. What? What? He's a DH. Ruben Rivera's the DH. Yeah, Ruben Rivera will be the DH. Pitching, Kevin Brown, fresh off his World Series stint in 97 with the Marlins, is your ace. Andy Ashby, Sterling Hitchcock, Joey Hamilton, and Pete Smith. Although, I might put Mark Langston. Yeah, I know Pete Smith. Sorry, middle relief. Yeah, middle relief for Pete Smith. So, yeah, so Langston will be the number 5 guy in the rotation, putting Pete Smith in a middle relief. Trevor Hoffman, the closer, Dan Maselli, Donnie Wall, Carlos Reyes, Stan Spencer, Brian Bowringer. Info ballpark. Where will the 98 Padres play? Where they played in real life. Qualcomm Stadium. Home to over 65,000 fans, of course, sharing with the San Diego Chargers. That great right field wall and left field. It's the Sanyo scoreboard out there trying to get everything going. Yeah. So that's that. We have ourselves time. Just check the standings again. Baltimore, Boston, Yankees legends. Alongside the 2020 Rays, the 93 Blue Jays, and the 2004 Red Sox. The AL Central, the White Sox, Cleveland, and Kansas City legends. Alongside the 84 Tigers, 91 Twins, 17 White Sox. AL West, the Angels, A's, and Mariners legends. The 2011 Texas Rangers, 2017 Astros, and the 1970 Baltimore Orioles. The AL North, Detroit, Minnesota, Toronto's legends. The 1920 Cleveland squad, 2001 Mariners, and 1927 Yankees. The AL South, Houston, Tampa, and Texas legends with the 85 Royals, 29 A's, and 2002 Angels in it. The NL East, Atlanta, Mets, Phillies legends with the 97 Marlins, the 1980 Phillies, and the 2019 Nationals in it. NL Central, Cubs, Reds, Pirates legends, the 64 Cardinals, the 82 Brewers, and the 60 Pirates. The NL West, the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Giants legends, 2007 Rockies, 54 New York Giants, and the 1906 Cubs. The NL North, Colorado, Milwaukee, Washington's Legends with the 55 Dodgers, 86 Mets, and 75 Reds. And the NL South with the Marlins, Padres, Cardinals, Legends, 01 Diamondbacks, 57 Braves, 98 Padres. Let's take a look at the starting at the lineups. This is the American League. These are games being played. Detroit will face the 27 Yankees. The White Sox start against the 2020 Rays. Houston and Cleveland's Legends battle each other. Boston and Baltimore's Legends will go toe to toe. The 84 Tigers will face the 29 A's to start. Seattle will face the 20 Tribe. 2004 Red Sox against the 93 Blue Jays. 2017 Astros against the Twins Legends. Texas Rangers against the 85 Royals. The 91 Twins versus the 1917 White Sox. The 2002 Angels against the Yankees Legends. The 2011 Texas Rangers against Oakland. That game you will be watching as part of the season starting doubleheader because Oakland will raise their championship banner. Blue Jays Legends will play the 2001 Mariners. The 1970 Orioles start off in Tampa. And the Angels Legends will start in Kansas City. National League. The 86 Mets take on the New York Mets. That was randomly selected. 2001 Diamondbacks against the Pirates. Legends. 54 Giants against the 2019 Nats. 2007 Rockies versus the Braves. The Cubs and Phillies Legends go at each other. The 55 Dodgers start in Washington. The 75 Reds face the 1980 Phillies. The 82 Brewers take on the 64 Cardinals. The 97 Marlins take on the 1906 Cubs. The Giants and Reds Legends go toe-to-toe. The Rockies and Diamondbacks Legends go toe-to-toe. 1960 Pirates against the Marlins. Milwaukee, St. Louis, that will be the second half of our doubleheader because the Cardinals will raise their National League banner. San Diego and LA's Legends will go toe-to-toe. And the 57 Braves will face the 98 Padres. That's the lineup on opening day. And I hope you enjoy this season because it will be fun and fast and camera work has to be done. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.